Hi guys, Knife Detector here, and guess what? Houston, we have a problem. One of my viewers, Greg Hayes, sent me a message that he noticed a gapping issue on the main blade of this beauty. You recognize this, right? It's that Rough Rider Reserve knife, the Whittler, that came out. Did a video on this, as many of my friends did, and he asked me to check it out, and he's absolutely right. There is a gapping issue, specifically because of the kick. The kick is pretty much non-existent on this knife, and it is hitting the back spring. And just a quick video on what this is like a kind of like a little notice to you guys that bought this knife, something to be on the lookout for, uh, and maybe a couple of possible fix ideas for this thing. Okay, so check it out. I'm not sure if you can see. I'm going to try and zoom. But apparently one of these springs is so raised that it actually rubs against the bottom, the belly of the blade. If you notice right in there, center screen, you'll see some scratches. That is from the blade of my knife. That is actually hitting the inside of the spring. So I thought to myself, maybe that's just a manufacturing deal. Maybe that's not the case. But then I checked the blade. I took a close look at the blade, and I found a flat spot somewhere that was occurring. It's not readily visible. There it is. Not sure if you can see it there, and there it is. It's pretty much right in the center of the screen right now, and that little flat spot, hope you can see it, is happening, and I'm trying to keep my hand steady, guys, sorry, as a result of it striking up against the back of the spring. So Greg, thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. See, I think you can kind of see it right here. Yeah, see it's starting to flatten out. That's no bueno, guys. That's not cool, because you know what? We paid 60 bucks and shipping for this knife, although I did use a $5 coupon. Um, you expect quality, right? And I'm used to seeing a couple little defects here and there in the Rough Riders, and there you can see it real good right there. And I don't want to nitpick, but I mean, now that Greg pointed that out, I'm going to be thinking, see, where is that again? I'm going to be thinking each time I close this knife blade that I'm going to be doing damage to the edge, which means that there is a section of this edge that is not, there it is not going to be 100% sharp no matter what I do. And consequently, because of that, it leads me to think of what are some possible fixes. Well, first thing I did when Greg told me that is I got a little thin piece of index card paper, and I put it in there. You can see it real good there. And I put it in there, and I thought to myself, that'll at least be a little cushion. A more permanent fix would be to try and get down into the spring and file down a little bit on that spring to correct that gapping issue. Or if you're extremely skilled with a Dremel, and you have a long enough Dremel bit or a long enough little cutting circle on the Dremel, and you're willing to risk it, you might be able to fix that. But at that point, you're risking damaging the liners. You're risking damaging the handles, the springs, the blades. So this is a kind of a bummer for me, guys. It's a kind of a bummer, but thank you, Greg, for pointing that out, for making me aware. And I will be passing this down to you guys so that you can see also that also happens. Just be conscious of it. Try not to slam your blade closed. I know we all like to hear that snap, but when you're snapping, you're really actually hitting the blade on some of these knives. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but apparently Greg's is, and mine is too. Greg noticed a gapping issue. He didn't notice any damage to the blade, or at least he didn't mention it in his comments. But I just saw his comments right now because I was at work all day. So I came home and he said, check it out. And I just did. And I responded to him, Greg, thanks a lot. And I don't know. I may try and do something about it. I'm not 100% sure yet. If I do, you can bet I'm going to make a video out of it. Okay, guys, that's it. Take care. God bless.